is the I was going to make... well, there's no joke there. Anyway, moving on.
The panel was the joke, mate.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to skirt away from, but you're chat enough to make the joke.
Regardless, I mean, you kind of put it out. TSM basically guaranteed if they win this series, because the other contenders they have, don't want to put anyone down, but chances are they aren't going to beat TSM. Nouns, they still have Shopify. In fact, hold that thought, because Whitemon is going to get spotted out here by Gunner. Split Earth's going to be kind of hard to land, but he does reach just in the nick of time. And they might have first blood here as Whitemon is going to drop on Yamson of all people. He's going to be able to take first blood on the POS 1 SF.
And savor it. This could potentially be the first and last 5-man Fatal Bonds that we see in this game. That was absolutely beautiful. But remember in that previous series where we were mentioning the Beastmaster, the efficiencies and the stacking? Look at what Nouns were able to achieve. This smoke not only did they get a cheeky kill, they've Observer Ward blocked the Ancients, and they've Sentry blocked the hard camp. So now Beastmaster, minute 2, minute 3, he's not going to suddenly have a bore stacking unless TSM in the back of their minds like, wait a second, if they're smoking in this direction, maybe they blocked as well. But right now, no sentries are coming out, nothing's happened, but I love the fact that Nouns have started this game with a clear understanding of what they need to do to shut down this offlane Beastmaster.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of Nouns, they are still undefeated as well in the DPC. Of course, again, if they win this series, their chances are extremely high of getting to the major. However, they still have Shopify Rebellion to go against. So it's not quite as clear-cut as it is for TSM if they win.
It would be one of those classic anythings where it's like TSM beats Shopify, Nouns beat TSM, Nouns lose to Shopify, 3 teams go to tiebreak, and then somehow Nouns then just lose the tiebreak and TSM and Shopify go. It happened last year when I was covering some NADPC.
Yeah.
It was crushing to see, Nouns, their progression every time, and maybe this is the tour, and they have a stand-in, so this will be a little bit harder as well in this game.
A bit of bad luck comes in here for Nouns, of course, but you never know. Theo Lacour, obviously a great player in and of his own right, replacing Lelis here for this series overall, so we'll see what they can pull off here on the side of Nouns. Because again, they are off to a fantastic start. Let's talk about the laning stage, though. I mean, mid lane, you're going to have Gunner on the Leshrac against Bryle on this DP. I don't think Bryle can really loses his matchup, right? It should be DP favored.
Yeah, I mean, DP obviously has Siphon. When you get to level 3, you have 2-point Siphon, and you shouldn't really be dying here. And you already see, Bryle holding the wave, putting a little bit of pressure on Gunner. The cool thing about this matchup is both heroes farm. If either hero leaves the lane for too long, they can pressure the tower based on levels of DP and build for Leshrac. And it's a very honest mid lane. It's just push it out, shouldn't die, both heroes enjoy it. Maybe it's about the 6-minute rune, if anything.
Right. Of course, top lane, bit of a pull going on here from both supports. Husky trying to match the pull. Needs the aggro, is going to find the range creep at least. Not too bad. And
Fade bot, nice.
he still gets it.
Oh, and Husky now loses 2 of his creeps as well. What a awkward little situation here.
Oh, Ari doing a fantastic job and is still going to be able to meet his own creep wave, but only wants, 2 creeps?
Yeah.
Whoopsie daisies.
I think in an ideal world, he'd have liked to get 2 creeps, but then again, okay, he sees that the Ancients are blocked. He's got the Sentry now. What's he going to do here?
Okay.
So he's checking the camp. He's like, where is it? It's the tree. There it. Oh,
come on, Ari.
it's right there. It's
Ari.
It's just there we go.
He got it.
He's from the UK. Our eyesight isn't too good. It takes 3 months to get an optician's appointment. It's kind of hard. It's an issue that we have, but he's all good.
Don't even get started on the dentists. Husky.
That's about 7 months.
Husky.
I mean, is he going to actually just body block this? I mean, it's an Undying. Melee hero. Has a literal shield cosmetic.
Yeah. I mean, why not? You kind of talked about how important this is for the Beastmaster to be able to make that kind of comeback after maybe a challenging lane. And, well, like last game, Kasane is seemingly going for those arcane boots, so going to be pretty important to have those stacks up to actually get some value. But so far, 0 stacks are made.
Yeah, this would be the question, at least for the Beastmaster. It's if you're not making these stacks, if you're not utilizing the efficiency of axe spam in lane to then go back and farm these big stacks, is there an argument where you don't want to go mana boots? Maybe just go for the Bassi, complete the Helmet Dominator, and skip this new age build that we're seeing just because of how the game's gone. This will be a big question that we're going to see how Kasane answers it, especially if Nouns continue to apply this much of this amount of pressure, in regards to the stack shenanigans. And look at him. He sent the ball, thinking there's a counter. It's like, no, he just body blocked it, mate.
Oh.
And look at Husky.
Can he can't make it, surely.
Off he comes again.
Can he make it? He can.
You'll love to see it. And he's going to de-ward both of them too for the pro.
Oh, this is beautiful play from Husky.
This is great. I feel like we spent 4 minutes just watching Husky.
It's so impactful, though.
It is true. This is honestly like game-winning stuff coming up from Nouns. Just shutting down the Beastmaster, and he might have to think about pivoting. And just like pivoting, let's pivot our conversation to the safe lane.
Very good segue.
Thank you very much.
Theolacora and Moo going to be up against Whitemon and Tomato. I'd usually say the Ursa should have a pretty good time, and so far Tomato is, at least in terms of the CS department. Moo trying to get maybe a little bit aggressive, but has gone very deep. Is going to be okay, though. But talk to me about the bot lane. Like, is there any kind of advantage for either side? Do you see anything special happening here?
I mean, normally you'd think Ursa is a good matchup against the Timbersaw, especially because, of course, Fury swipes, you build them up, but you already see how Moo's playing this lane, right? He's getting this Timber Chain, leveling it for extra range. Hoodwink's an incredibly good position for at both being aggressive, but also lane securing, because you have defensive tools with your Acorn Short, the move slow, plus the Bushwhack.
Dude, Husky.
I mean, you got to be aggressive here.
Husky has blocked Ancients again, and now rotates mid to pick off. This guy, the impact from this pos 5 Undying, this is incredible.
I mean, it's 5 minutes, and I've not seen a single Ancients. So I think so far from Nouns, like I'm mentioning the benefits of this Hoodwink in bot lane. Husky's making these just natural like map plays to prevent the efficiency of TSM. It's a very, very solid start.
Very, very strong. Kasane forced to pull the creep wave away because he can't really deal with the SF of Yamsun. And speaking of Yamsun, I mean, he's had the freest time of his life, 35 and 13 in terms of CS. Going for just a casual Morbid Mask into a Mask of Madness, I believe. And I mean, why the hell not? Like, it's complete free farm. His farm will only escalate from here. And this is kind of the dream start so far for Nouns, I'd argue.
Yeah, and the only concern I think is mainly the Brile factor. When you think about this mid-aggression, mid-tower's already lost 700 HP, and that was without Exo. Brile is level 6, and potentially he will be able to bring TSM back into the game. And I think Nouns, they have to respect the fact that I don't think their draft honestly scales that well compared to an overfarmed DP or an overfarmed Ursa. So for me, it's like, even if Nouns have this early game lead, in the back of their minds, they need to respect the fact that they don't have this insane like carry-to-carry matchup. It's an Ursa versus Shadowfiend. Ursa just needs one opportunity, and he'll always be able to blow him up.
Oh, here we go, Gunnar. In trouble, but they already lifted him up. He's all right. Thing is, though, without the Leshrac now, you surely can't defend the mid-tier 1. Husky's going to show up, but he's just a level 2 Undying. There's no way. So the tier 1 tower going to go down, and this is also the kind of thing you talked about, is you got to be wary of Brile's timings. Does get a very early tier 1, and that's a huge loss for the side of Nouns.
Yeah, and not only is that a huge loss, Nouns, they were doing a great job at like stalling out some of these small players, but when you bring both supports mid and you're losing your tower, Gunner's not having a game at all, guess what? Beastmaster's now farming one lane. Ursa's also farming the other lane against Timbersaw, so you're kind of like, the pressure that you've applied for 5 minutes is now being alleviated. Sure, you get a kill on Rubik, but you're not stopping the cause. So I think for Nouns, they'll be kicking themselves a little bit that they couldn't cover Gunner a little bit better in this mid lane after what was a really clean start in the side lanes.
Kasane. Husky did have the tomb, but won't bother dropping.
Is he going, oh, go on Husky, go on. You want to go back and block those Ancients.
Gunner in the meantime, though. A lot of damage being dealt here by Brile. Another Siphon available. He'll go for the dive past the tier 2 tower,
Stick.
and Gunner. Oh, stick charges. He's barely alive.
17 HP, mate.
Oh, goodness me. That's close. But this Leshrac, I mean, it's been really tough. Like, Gunner's, he's falling so far behind.
All right, Brile's going to get the rune. Oh, of course he is. I mean, when you're having this nice of a start, the game's going to give you the runes.
Of course.
I mean, to be fair, they had river control on both sides, but still.
Gaben loves what he sees. It's Husky. He doesn't love this. Off to a great start, but Brile now really just starting to take over the game, as we'll find a second kill here on the beat, or rather, excuse me, first kill of the Death Prophet. But nevertheless, just having a really damn good game so far as bottom. Mer has the mana for the... Oh, Tomato, how dare you! He just blocks the way with the chains. That's disgusting.
Quite a delight, I must say.
Now, it really was. His top lane now, Yamsun getting caught out. The revenge of Kasane. He will pick off Yamsun. And Ari, he'll go for a bit more, but Thea Lacour should be just fine. Considering how bad of a start this Beastmaster's had. That's some nice catch-up farm coming in as Bryle's going to rotate up towards that top tier 1 tower and Nouns. And they're giving up quite a lot here.
I feel like Bryle, he used one Exo, his mid, second Exo, he's hitting top. Very efficient with his Exo usage right now. And I was talking about if Beastmaster has a bad game, does he need to go for Dominator? And Kasane is proving you still go for the mana boots. If your team can enable you to go for the fight, you're going to do the damage. And yeah, it clearly showed there. Ari just walked back into the lane and yeah, got the kill. TSM. Weird shenanigans to start, but a very clean recovery. 9 minutes, 2 towers fallen. Nouns have brought 4 heroes to the bot lane in the hope to take a tower. I'm a little bit surprised that this Leshrac has been dismantled this easily against the DP.
Yeah, they certainly have not protected their mid Leshrac at all here now. So they're kind of just very focused on trying to shut down the Beastmaster, which they did a great job at, but Gunnar, kind of the heart and soul of the team on this mid, not having a good starters. Well, TSM, of course, understanding this, can apply a lot of pressure now. Only a 1k advantage, but they're finding every power rune for Bryle. He's already went out the mid lane, sitting at level 8 at the moment, and it does feel like 30 seconds time, once his Exo's back up, they're just going to go again.
The thing is, though, it does get awkward now. Like, for Death Prophet, 10 minutes in the game, going for a tier 2, the time spent, the resources needed, that's when you kind of give your opponent opportunities to go for that next wave, to do the next farming play on the map. So TSM need to be very careful that they don't get excited to make a play. They can just sit back and farm. They can chill, get some levels. Like, it's 10 minutes in, your Warlock's level 4, your Rubik's level 4. Like, this entire game has been horrendous for the supports on both teams. They've been dragging each other around, trying to do all these blocking shenanigans. So it isn't going to be as a rapid of a mid game, even though Nouns are the ones trying to smoke up and contest some stacks.
Oh, look at Whitemon. Channels the upheaval. Bryle says, thank you very much for that, sir.
Yeah, they've farmed a stack and a Husky.
Absolutely. I mean, why the hell not? Husky coming back to what he knows and getting punished for it as TSM.
Okay, so if he does that 3 more times, then all the plays he made blocking the Ancients are now gone, because he is now worth that much gold in the Ancient farm.
It's a sad time for Nouns. That's the thing as well, like this little combination. In fact, hold that thought, because Thea Lacour's going to get caught out here. Bryle doing so much damage just while he was bushwhacked.
He's level 9 in a DD. And he's got, oh, I love the Atos build as well.
Oh.
I can't remember who started this build, but I remember at least Bryle doing it last tour. But it gives you that extra little bit of lockdown. You don't have to like overcommit with this item. And yeah, it's especially when you have this much tempo, it's very nice. Whitemon.
Barely surviving, but Gunnar should have the kill.
There and it will.
The thing is as well, like this upheaval with a Rod of Atos set up, like you set up with a Rod of Atos into an upheaval, nobody's moving away from Bryle. He's just going to have your way with you. As he does get caught out, speaking of the devil, this could be a huge kill for Nouns. And they will get him. All right, here we go.
They finally had to punish him. Oh, and I completely forgot the cute combos that they can make. The efficiency of Nouns there. I don't know if we saw it, but everyone dropped their stat items together to mana boots, and they all picked them back up together. If there was a Spectre in the game, they could have lost all their economy.
Amazing.
But the Hoodwink plus Timbersaw, of course, you can Acorn Shot, create the tree. Of course, it'll break the bushwhack when you Timber Chain in, but it's going to give a little bit more mobility in these like open area fights, and Moo was utilizing it quite nicely there to once again punish Bryle.
I miss the days where bushwhack just did the 300 damage instantly. Yeah. I don't like the tick damage. Not a big fan.
So remember when Valve releases heroes and then they're like stupidly good?
Yeah.
You might have forgot that with Muerta being incredibly average, but
yeah,
let's not go back to the days of new heroes just being obnoxious in pubs for weeks on weeks on weeks until we get like a little B patch or something.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
As a support player, I don't want to get one hit or, you know?
Yeah.
Well, you're the plus 4 player, of course you want this. Yes, I forgot.
I missed my Earth Spirit when it first came out.
Said about 20 people on the planet.
Oh, here we go. Smoke up from TSM. Into the die triangle they go. TSM, they want to keep applying the pressure. Even though that last fight didn't go their way, they don't want to let up. They've got Exo back up, and they'll see Moo. Mid lane. Moo does get picked up. He's a tanky boy, though, and he will just chain away. Gunner's there to back him up, and so is Thea Lacour. And for now, like, you saw the XO be expended. You just want to get out of there. And that he will.
Yeah, unfortunately for TSM, they weren't really able to connect on Whitemon's on Gollum. He was looking a couple times, he may be thinking about it, but the fact that Timbersaw was able to timber chain all the way up to the northern side of that mid lane, the disconnect, even if you throw the Gollum down, you're just going to be chasing, and you never want to throw that big spell and hope that they're still there. It's very much you want to be in a choke point close to you, utilize your spells cleanly.
Kasane.
Hey, Kasane, he's all by himself right now.
He's very deep.
Recovered nicely, but where's the catch, to be fair? Are you going to timber chain after him on some Timbersaw?
Yeah, it's rough. I think the only person that could have made that play happen is maybe Theo Lacour. He was just not there in time. I mean, they will get the dominated creep at least, but certainly not quite as valuable as the life of the Beastmaster.
I feel like TSM's doing an incredible job right now at just making nouns feel really awkward on this map. Like, Tomato, he's just been happily farming all this time.
I mean, the thing is, though, like, do you kind of rate the SF versus Ursa matchup? Because Yamson has also just been farming top of the net worth board right now on the SF.
I would be surprised if an Ursa player ever says it's a hard matchup.
Okay.
Because unless you're some like Arcane Blink Shadow Fiend that's playing on the surprise gotcha, you're not really reacting. The Ursa should always thrive in this matchup. Like, Butterfly's a non-existent item nowadays. Ursa likes to buy MKB if that's needed. If Shadow Fiend goes Hurricane Pike to maybe disengage, Ursa has Earth Shock plus also Enrage, like ways to just make himself be annoying. Also BKB so you can't Hurricane Pike between the two of them, right? Like, there's so many ways for this Ursa to feel good. And if you get on top of him, you kill him in like, what's it, like 9 hits or something. So I feel like Ursa is just a really good matchup for this game. And for Nouns, their entire lineup is built around early game sweeping of the map with Timber Leshrac and Shadow Fiend enabling it behind. When they get behind in this game, it's gonna feel difficult. Under the vision of Beastmaster, the overwhelming team fight of both EXO plus Gollum, this game is gonna get difficult quick for Nouns.
Ryle. Oh, that's a big silence, and now the Golem drop! Oh, White one, perfect setup. Husky's the only one down so far, though, but Bryle's trying to rush forward onto Gunner, but now the turnaround! Oh, Bryle's gone. That's not a good trade. That's not what you wanted. TSM need to get out.
Yeah, bro, he's getting a bit confident a little bit there, and I think both times now Fiordico has been the thorn in his side, right? Both times he's died, it's always been to a bushwhack into just a quick follow-up of damage, and we're not seeing the double, triple siphons. Nouns are doing a pretty good job at distancing themselves from the DP when she does overextend, but this entire time it has just been a 4v5.
Ari. That's a lot of damage being dealt here by Mur, but Mur going a little bit too deep. Does get roared up, but do they have the damage output? He's still taking through it. Mur's going to survive. Chain back towards Ari. He'll find the Rubik, and in comes the cavalry. They'll help out Mur, who somehow chains his way out. Oh, and White one goes down. What a snipe by Theo Lacour. Tips out.
That's a lot of tips. Oh wait, of course, they're tipping the stand in there. It's just like the wholesome tip.
Yeah, you got to get that mental warfare going, and I mean, you're just kind of boosting up the mental now of Theo Lacour.
Yeah, you can do that, boss. You can do it again. You can help us get to the major. Maybe they could bring him if they do qualify.
I mean, he's...
Not to play, but just to,
Yeah, just to be
cheers, mate. Yeah, thanks for playing. He is playing on a European team, don't forget. Theodico, he is going to be playing in Division 2 Western Europe in Tour 2.
That's
He'll
right.
be playing for the team D2 Hustlers.
Very nice.
Yeah.
They were in an A team once upon a time.
And alas, Roshan has fallen during that little update.
Certainly has. Mur will still be able to chain away. They just don't seem to be able to deal with the Timber. And he is going for the Guardian Graves as well, so that's going to make it much harder to deal with as the game goes on. 5-8 though, TSM still able to get away with Roshan as Gunner. Going to miss the stun here on Bryle. Bushwhack does land, but they don't want any more of this. And it is really the Ursa threat later on that's, I think TSM are just going to be banking on because, well, in fact, speaking of the Ursa, Tomato.
He just died to cleave.
Ouch. That's rough.
Fair well, boss. Ow.
I mean, it is Hoodwink. This is a very squishy hero.
Poor lad.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for TSM at least, this Aegis was a beautiful little pickup. And for Nouns, like, their fights are good when Timbersaw can tank through the initiation, be it some Raw, be it some Golem. And then from there, it's like, okay, now we can enter the fight. Gunner's going to be tanky enough. He's not going to have to be scared of chaotic offering. We already know Ursa's blinked in. We've kited him with the hoodwink. Go for the fight. But it's not going to be easy for nouns. It's not as simple as smoke up and look for a kill. If they do that, they are going to be running into just incredible team fight from TSM. And Ari, on this Rubik, he can steal anything in this game, and it's going to feel good. Timber Chain for mobility, Bushwhack for stun, Earth Splitter stun, Tombstone OP, Requiem. Like, there's so many things that he can steal as long as he plays on the fringe of the fight. And he's already itemized for that, right? He's gone for this 8th ends. He's in chill, yeah. Win probability, 66%, 3% away from it being nice. But yeah, TSM in a quite a solid spot here.
That they certainly are. Pushing in that top tier 2 tower now. Nouns, they have smoked up. They're going to head towards the mid-river. In fact, it's TSM, excuse me, that are smoked up. Nouns will now smoke up.
They heard you.
They did. Nouns, where do we head, though? Towards the dire jungle, it seems, to try and set up for this tier 2 tower. Oh, hold on a minute.
They don't want to go to Tomato. He has the Aegis, level 15 Ursa. Plenty of ways to disengage that. They're doing the long defensive wraparound with this smoke in the hope to find Kasane, who has pretty much been living rent-free in this top lane.
Yeah, it certainly has. It goes back to the catch issue. Like, the Beastmaster just stays within fog and they just can't get him. Even if they do see him, they just don't have the range right now. But there you go. Maybe with the Blink Dagger up on Thea Lacour, he can finally close the gap onto Kasane and actually catch this man out.
You know it's rough when your Hoodwink's having to go first item blink.
Yeah.
Normally it's like some Veil. If he's having a cheeky game, he can go some like E-Blade down the line, some shard stuff. But first item blink is very much a real desperate state of the game. And it's only a 2,000 gold lead, but it just feels uncomfortable.
Absolutely. Well, this is going to feel very uncomfortable for Nouns, the tier 2 mid tower. Going to be going down again. It seems as Brile. With the level 2 Exo, not going to be slowed down here, and Nouns, they just do not feel comfortable trying to fight into that. Problem is as well, Yamson's nowhere near ready to fight, I don't think, here on the SF, and
he's always chasing that next item, and that's going to be the thing against Ursa. Like, Blink Battle Fury, Ursa's great. Shadow Fiend, it's like, okay, I got Master Madness, I got Hurricane Pike. Now I need my BKB, but with my BKB, I'm not doing damage, so I need my Shadow Blade. And then with my Shadow Blade, I might want a Silver Edge for a bit of crit. So it's, yeah, again, this matchup, it's not clean, it is difficult. Unless you're dictating the pace of the game, you will always feel like you're rushing to next neutral camp to hope to get the next item. And yeah, TSM, they're farming as for with Ursa by himself. If they kill Ursa, he'll respawn, TSM will be there in time. So I think position-wise, TSM are in a good spot unless Ursa doesn't TP to this mid-fight if it does break out.
Bushwhack is there. Kasane was the one caught, but again, they can't see anyone else. They don't want to go in as the Golem is going to be dropped. They want Gunner. Bloodstone popped immediately here from the Leshrac, but Gunner is still slowly being chipped away at as Husky will go down. They do pop the Requiem, trying defensively get the hell out of there. So all they have lost so far is the Undying. That'll be about it for now. 40 seconds left for that Aegis timer to wear out. So maybe now they're just waiting that one out, but TSM maybe have another fight in them.
I mean, the confidence that they have, they're just fighting these forward chilling whilst Tomato is like showing on top waves, like, you got this, boys, you've hit the Golem, you've already shown, like, they've used nearly everything as well on Noun. So, yeah, TSM just being extremely efficient with how they poke Force 5, but continue to farm up. And, ooh, Ari has a Requiem. Don't know if we saw that, but...
Oh!
That's a pretty tasty pickup.
It certainly is, even without the setup. Like, you just want that fear potential from the outside.
I mean, you don't need Golem now to fight. You have Requiem. They're smoked up. They know it. They need it. Filico had a great spot to break the smoke, and nice blink.
Yeah, nice blink away.
Oh, but the lift.
He's still down.
UK Dota's finest support player. Actually, you know what? Finest player. Why am I saying support? Finest player.
Basically, at this rate, certainly is. Not that I can talk right now.
Yeah, I can. That's true, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. What
TSM.
can you do?
8-8. 4K advantage the way of the Radiant so far. Nouns. I mean, they've still got this high ground defense to hold on to. I think it is one of those games where it feels like it's going to be all about the next Roshan. It's TSM. Well, they'll see Moo on the Timber. Won't want to bother with him too much, but there is going to be a smoke up. TSM, as soon as they see somebody, they want to try and rotate.
I mean, Tomato's so hungry to do something in the game, right? He's 2-0, 238 CS, 23 minutes. happily chilling, farming, but
Gunnar. He was frontlining for the team, but that's not the target they want. He's a tanky boy.
Moo has to be the front line if nouns even want to have an essence of fight in them. But look at TSM, they're like, okay, if Moo's running up, they clearly want to fight. So they just disengage once again. Kasane.
I mean, they're going after the dominated creep, but TSM know exactly where they are now.
Yeah, Fioriko's pinging him out. He's having a pretty good game, to be fair, boys.
Yeah, he certainly is. Kasane does get caught. Theolacor doing fantastic work here for the side of Nouns. And that'll be another. So that opens up the triangle now for the dire end of things. And well, TSM, without their off lane, they do not want to fight.
I mean, Fioriko's honestly having the best game out of anyone on Nouns right now. So if they can try and play around him and give him opportunities to shine, it might help out. The key to that is just smoking out, continue to find picks. TSM, they have played a very 4-4-1, not in regards to protect, but more 4 go fight, Tomato go farm. And that will give opportunities where he will be alone, especially with now no Aegis. But it all boils down to that lack of control. There is no way a blink dagger initiation hoodwink will surprise Tomato and catch him off guard. Like, that will be slow enough that he should be able to press him rage and then turn the fight around. But Nouns need to try and do something. They can't just allow this farm to continue growing.
They cannot. It's such a close game. Bit of a slow one in terms of kills, 8 to 9, 4K advantage, but it's like a spring with tension right now, just completely wound up, about to explode between these two teams. You can feel it.
I mean, TSM as well, like, they've got BKB complete on Beastmaster, about BKB complete on Tomato, Boots of Bearing on Warlock. They have hit triple BKB timing on cores, Boots of Bearing on Warlock to thrust his cores deeper into the fight. They are ready to go, and Nouns, they're smoking up into this. They are not aware of all these timings that TSM have just unlocked within their draft. Luckily for Nouns, at least, they're not going to run head-on in yet. They are going to be dancing around the map.
1.5 minutes for the next Roshan. I think that's what they're trying to set up for here on the side of Nouns. Just all mid lane. They're going to see Tomato. That's a huge kill, but can they find him? Tomato still just farming. Bushwhack. No, it's not going to land. Too hard to land. Like, it's just too projected. And they're just taking the bottom tier 2 while this is happening.
Ooh, unfortunate for Nouns, it is going to be not a long respawn, but not quick enough for them to utilize it. And for TSM, when you don't really have map presence and know where they are, you need to hit this bottom tier 3. Yeah. Tickle it a little bit, force a TP back or 2. As soon as they TP here, you sweep back over to Roshan, you ward it up yourselves, you now occupy that Roshan pit. You have the team fight advantage. If you have vision advantage, that's when you should thrive. And they are really committing for this, actually.
I mean, nobody TP'd. Now they do, but the Exos pop. Bro, he wants to go for at least a tier 3 tower out of this.
He's buffed up by a lot, right? He's got the Shadow Word. He's got this little frenzy on top of him, so he's going to click a little bit faster.
Bushwhack is there. They'll lock him down. Requiem channeled up as well, but a nice lift. And the Golem drop just in case.
TSM using a little bit more than I think they wanted to for this, right?
Yeah.
So the idea of poking them back, I think it's good enough just to use basic spells, basic clicks. But the fact they committed Exo, then threw out a Golem, this chase down potential is very much available.
Ryle, Kasane pops a BKB, does go for the roll back in onto Moo, but again, he's a very tanky boy in the Timber. Not even going to be close to killing him off. But Roshan is now available, so TSM, they could have first dibs on Roche if they really want to.
Yo,
but
now they're going again.
They are?
They just need something. But where's the catch?
Oh, they found White Mod. That's not a bad start, but Split Earth is going to land on the creeps. At least you're farming up, I guess. It's now Tomato. Going to move in on Gunnar, but doesn't have the detection. Now pops the dust. Gunnar in trouble. Trying to run, but he's body blocked up. Oh, Husky, no. He body blocks his mid. That's a report. That's the Theolacor gone. And now Tomato cleans up. Triple kill for the Ursa. No Roshan necessary.
I mean, he's entered the game. He was 2-0, and now he's 5-0. He's entered the game.
Oh, one body block does that to you.
It can do that, but for Nouns, it's... Yeah, after this post-laning phase shenanigans, their under-leveled supports, their inability to protect Leshrac, protect the tier 1, protect tier 1 top, it's always just been back foot gaming, and yeah. I guess the real question is, where's Shadowfiend? And he can't. Like, as much as I want to ask the question, the answer is simply, there is no way in the world that Yamson can go, I can carry you this game. It's so difficult. There is so much noise in these fights to not allow Shadowfiend to stand his ground and to click through TSM's heroes.
It's absolutely a very, very challenging game. At the very least for Nouns, they do only lose one lane of barracks. Problem is now, though, Roshan is open once again, so TSM can move in, though. Moo does get caught out. Tomato, he'll get bushwhacked up here by Theolacour. Follow-up stun is there. He's already popped the Enrage. Yamson, he'll try for the Requiem. Lift is out, but they got the Fear off. Now the Fatal Bonds.
4
It's
seconds.
on all 5. Theolacour still running is going to be all right. Almost down, but they'll heal him up. Now so close to having a shot at that Roshan, but it's not close enough.
Yeah, TSM lads, Roshan's been up for a couple minutes now. Come on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Get in there, boys.
Bash. Another bash. Come on, one more bash.
Don't do it, Roshan.
Do it, Roshan. Oh, you're not here for the content, are you?
I mean, I was, but I feel bad.
No, that's fair. No, that's fair. I'm happy for him. Good job, buddy. He gets the shard. He's got the axe. Yeah, extremely powerful.
Ooh, now it's extremely challenging. Like, you saw a moment of a glimmer of hope from Nouns just then, but it's so hard when you've got Ari who can just lift and push them back again. Like, it's...
Yeah, it's relatively annoying that the shard didn't get nerfed too much. To be fair, Rubik as a hero has fallen off a little bit, but when you get specialty players back on them and you're like crit in the previous game, Ari in this one, you're like, this hero is still very, very good.
Yeah. A tier 3 mid tower now under siege.
And Tomato's got the relic in his quick buy, most likely going to be a nullifier, not some random 30-minute rapier.
Very good.
You never know. I mean, nullifier will help, of course, against the Glimmer Capes. There aren't really, other than the Hurricane Pike and Shadow Fiend, actually, there is actually some soft usage, right? So there's a Yours on Timber, Hurricane Pike on the Shadow Fiend, and a Glimmer Cape on the Undying. So this nullifier will have great effect on at least 3/5 of whoever he jumps on.
Oh, Yamson. Yamson's in the middle of nowhere right now, but does blink away. Rather just walks away. The Hurricane Pike was there. TSM would love themselves a pick-off right now. It almost guarantees them a win here. If they can get just 1 or 2 pick-offs, there's literally no buybacks apart from 2 supports, and that's both on the side of TSM.
Yeah. At this stage of the game, the economy is so hard to have both buyback and relevant items to even put you in contention to win a fight. So I can fully respect Nouns not even thinking about this at the moment, especially when they're down 10, 12k gold. If you're saving buyback as well, this is going to feel like a 20k plus gold lead deficit.
That's rough. I never knew, but that Rubik Acorn shot apparently throws a cube out.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Rubik's...
That's cute.
It's very cute. I mean, whoever had to painstakingly program all the different cosmetics for Rubik in all the interactions, hats off to you, boss.
Yeah, I mean, they say Pajarkan is the best, but it's like, no, Rubik is
it's
easily
Rubik.
the best.
Yeah, it's like, it's probably like Ogre first, Rubik, no joking. It's Rubik number 1.
Don't forget Lena.
God. Is that still like the old school one?
Yeah.
And then the taunt, you have to, remember taunts that you'd have to stand still to use?
Oh,
God.
that was a time, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know, back in the day, this like taunts were like, you know, kids these days, they don't know how hard we had it. But we want to be Crystal Maiden, we had to fall to the ground and make snow angels. We weren't able to spin around and be delicate princesses. No, Nouns are rather delicate themselves, because if they show themselves on the map, they will get absolutely slaughtered.
Abyssal Blade is the next item here for Tomato, and well, then you've just got the perma lockdown here for Yamson. Who, I mean, right now anyway, it just feels like you can kill the SF no matter what, but the Abyssal Blade just kind of ensures that possibility.
I mean, Tomato, if he gets Abyssal and Nullifier in this stage of the game, there's not a single hero that will survive this at the moment.
Still hanging around mid lane is TSM. 1.5 minutes left on the Aegis timer. They aren't trying to make the push forward into the high ground. Of course, high ground is not very easy in the current meta. No need to risk it even with the Aegis up.
Yeah, it's you've got Gunnar with his Leshrac and the Shard. He's going to be able to spam out the Earth. Sorry, 1 second. Let me double check. Split Earths.
Very
I was going
nice.
to say the wrong thing for a second. I was going to say Earth Split. I was going to think of ET for a second. Oh, crikey. For us, some Split Earths, and of course you got some like Shadow Blade Requiem surprise. So I can see why TSM is being a little bit reserved, and realistically their seed should be Brow by himself. He uses a Ghost, and if they jump Brow, Tomato then jumps over and helps.
Tomato just constantly quelling the trees.
That's nice. It was, you know, Blink, Earthshock for the Enrage, plus the Quell, just to ensure Brow is able to not get CC down there.
It's just so sad because that's your only lockdown, is this hoodwink.
It's really, really upsetting, yes. If you're not at the forefront of the game dictating everything, then you really are leaning on your stand-in to do literally everything, and you can't do that.
Another bushwhack. Nouns. Abyssal Blade up now on Tomato.
So now there's no Exo. It's like, all right, who's next to hit the building? It's okay, send up the dragon, and we'll slowly do it.
Just slowly chipping away at the tier 3 tower. TSM not risking anything here, not giving the opening to Nouns to try and force their way into a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, Aegis out in 10 seconds. If TSM want to be spicy here, they can drop back, do the old fake smoke, wrap deep around into bot lane and go for like some explosive play. Like, they have plenty of ways to do this, but again, it's the idea of respecting buybacks. Instead, they're just going to plow back up into the top lane and continue looking for it. How long for Exo again was it? It's like a minute.
Not long.
All right, come on. You want to do a spicy play, boys? You want to do some like deep wraparound smokes, or?
I mean, this is basically a guaranteed major slow if they win this series, so TSM taking it very seriously.
God damn it.
Hate to be the voice of reason here.
I'll try to provide that potential, you know, hype fight, but no, TSM, it's one of those things where it's like, why go for the weird when you can just hold back, go Exo, do the same thing again.
Yep.
Exo to high ground, take base, reset. Get Exo, go top, get Megas, reset.
Hold on a minute.
Nice Golem.
Golem drop is there, but Bryle's still in trouble, but no, he's all right. He'll walk away as the sharpshooter does not connect. So that's the thing. Now Golem's down, but it, you know, maybe you don't care so much. You just want the Exo to be back up.
I mean, for Nouns at this point in the game, they have to do something. Like, if Exo is down, you have to fight.
Tomato.
If Golem's down, you have to fight. And Tomato, he is by himself, but already disengaging.
Yeah, he knows. Now just a couple seconds too late here to the dire jungle.
Yeah, unfortunately, top lane was already getting pushed in, so every second they were chasing, TSM had that additional information. Like, guys, they're not going top. They're not going top. Just run back to us, come back to our triangle, play underneath our vision. So unfortunately, the creep waves giving it away a little bit for Nouns' smoke trajectory.
Lift up, no. He's been caught. Tomato's in. It's a lot of damage onto the Timber. He has no buyback.
I mean, Exo's back up again.
Oh,
Is it DD Ursa?
He's short by 380 gold here, the Timber. This is going to be a pretty hard deep there.
Oh,
that's close.
That was very close.
That Chakram available on Ari now. Like, not only does it make it so you can't bushwhack properly, but you can't harden the tree line either. So here we go.
Look at top, look at mid. Everything's just falling bit by bit from Nouns.
Yeah, building's just collapsing here for Nouns as Bryle just going to move back in. Just slowly right-clicking this melee barracks. One more will do it.
Oh, from the creeps of Bro, who wins? Bro wins.
And now the top racks is the only one left standing.
I mean, just pop that Exo if, you know, why not? You got BKB.
It's easy peasy. I mean, you do have Moo coming back up,
There
but
it
like
is.
you said, Exo up. He was just waiting for the Octarine core first. And here we go. Final defense for Nouns, I do believe, unless they want to try and defend Megas. Here's Bryle. 4-star forward. He is in trouble now as the Requiem comes out. Bryle is down. All right, they found an opening. Nouns, how much can they capitalize? They'll at least find themselves a Whitemon Warlock. They have held off. No Megas incoming yet.
Yep, they've temporarily held and they were able to surprise him. If Nouns, I mean, the win probability is probably like 5% right now, I'd say, maybe. Don't know, put any words into the graph's sake, but that'll be the moment where it's like, if he beat...
Oh, very close.
Oh, damn.
Very close.
No, yeah, I need to get better. I'm so sorry. I won't do that again. I'm so sorry, chat. But yeah, that will be if that in any way grows, it's like, Bryle, all you got to do is press BKB, boss.
Yeah.
Just get the Megas.
Yeah.
But alas, it's very good from Nouns to find that pickoff. Can they get anything more? I feel like the theme of every smoke has been they could have, but haven't.
Roshan's up in 30. They will find a double damage. A little bit early here for Yamson to pick that one up, I suppose. I mean, they're not out of this game yet, so one team fight will do it for TSM, but Nouns maybe just need to farm up that buyback gold right here, right now.
I mean, they all have buybacks. If you look at the buybacks, it's Radiant, no, Dire, yes.
Excellent.
And nouns, they can use it. I feel like this Roshan, if they can somehow utilize all their buybacks, get the Aegis, take that away, it's still going to be difficult because I think this Ursa is just going to destroy Shadow Fiend if he ever gets to do that. But I think it's his TSM's game to lose. If Ursa ever overcommits or something, then maybe that's the story.
He does cancel the TP off.
Oh, okay, he was from base. I was like, wasn't he just there? But no, TSM is now...
Yamsan, Requiem, Kasane, he will take it. Can they burst him down? Golem is going to be dropped to try and help. Lift is there as well. Meanwhile, Theolacor has gone down, and now Bryle. Bryle will turn this one around without their Leshrac. Can they truly fight this one out? They are still trying, but Yamsan's BKB eventually going to wear off. He's trying to go for the man fight against Bryle, but just can't do it. He needs to get out of there. Meanwhile, Gunner's being chased by this Ursa. They won't leave him alone. Gunner, he's still trying to fight back, but Gunner's gone. He is taken out by Tomato. Theolacor now the next target here by Bryle. Yamson, I mean, you've already said it. He really can't fight as this SF.
Just running away.
Tomato's just jumping in. He's going to try. They will find him.
Right.
Okay, he has buyback. Bryle, Ari, they're going to back off. They don't want to fight without Tomato.
I mean, Now's also losing a tier 4 during this, but Ursa we're only having to buy back for TSM, and yeah, Roshan's available. So for TSM at least, it's you forced that. What was it? For three buybacks, you get yourself an Aegis. Gonna be looking pretty healthy. Ag's available as well, so I'm pretty sure Tomato will happily just oh, whoops, that one's mine.
Naturally. There we go. Does accidentally pick up the Ag's blessing.
He might accidentally eat it as well.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. We all misclick. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, at this state of the game, if you want to secure the win, he takes it.
Yeah.
If you want to have a bit of fun,
Yeah.
you get everyone to do /roll, and whoever gets highest gets it.
Yeah. That's the manly way to do it.
I mean, it's the only way. It's the Dota ethical way to do it, but
That's true.
don't need that to win this game.
No.
It's also weird. It's 17-14 at 40 minutes. It's been a bit of a slow burner in the kill department. TSM very effective with how they've decided where to fight, how to farm, and deservedly moving up to try and get mega creeps now.
They've got a butterfly up on Yamson, but he's expended all his buyback gold for this one. So I think Nouns have accepted this is the final team fight they have. If they can't win this one out, they just leave it at that and call it. Bryle, Rod of Atos is there. Yamson's still going to be just fine. The Rack's dropping very, very slowly, but eventually is going to go down. TSM, do they want to keep going? They will. Tomato's in, moves the target. He's got the nullifier so he can knock 4-staff away. No buyback available on Mu as Bryle. He'll keep moving in. Hurricane Pike, double stun out, but they cannot chase. It's just too intimidating while the EXO was still going. As Kasane, he's right in with the roar, but where's the backup? It's not there. Yamsa, moving back in. They're against Megas, but they're not out of this game yet. It's Tomato. I say that. Nullifier's out. They've caught Yamson. That's going to be it. They've got no carry left. Gunner could try one last time, but the GG's called. Husky has seen enough. And Nouns, it was a valiant effort for game one, but not quite enough.
Yeah, for TSM at least, this was just a very methodical game. I think Nouns, the first 4 or 5 minutes of their game, it clearly was an idea of like, okay, we give them...